Alright, now we got the, again, bicycle race. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. But I can't do that. That's under 10 seconds, right? 6 seconds is what? A minute? Why is that 10% of the song? Right. Because it's educational purposes. I'm teaching you to sing the song for 10 seconds, right? What does that mean? I'm doing an impersonation of Freddie Mercury perfectly, right? Like I'm Freddie himself, right? Why does that matter? Because I'm teaching you how to do it and match his voice. That makes it educational purposes. I'm doing this under. Bicycle race. I know there was a little phlegm. I just got done eating my stuff. Alright. Alright, I forgot to do my button there. Right, there we go. Whoops. My bad. Now, if you notice, I go from 2 to 3, and now I'm at 4 minutes, right? Now, what that does is that builds up endurance since I haven't been doing this particular exercise in a while, right? You can't go from not doing something for a while back doing it how you were doing it before you started doing it, right? It's like the karate. Why is that affected a little bit? Because I haven't been doing it in a while, right? But I still can do it to the point that I look okay doing it too, right? I still remember the forms and the katas to a point, right? But there again, the books help in that area, right? Now, stealing the book don't mean I don't know you stole the book. The book's with you, right? Not here. Where did it go? Someone took it, right? Why? Be an ass, right? But there's only 2 different katas in that one book. Do you understand what you did? Nothing. The first kata is already in the other syllabus, right? The only one you really took is the second one, right? Kibon 2, right? And the only difference there is it started out with middle block, right? Middle inside block, front kick, punch, right? And then you do the same thing on the other side, and then you go up either with a rising block, right, up, right, or again a punch down, right. And then you do the same at the top, right, because it's an H form too, right. Cliff taught us H forms, right, which is a part of Chidori karate, right. Now, H forms and E3 forms is what I call them, right, are Taekwondo, right. The first one is, you can do it with the guidance part of it, right, or not. What you're doing is you're working on aiming, right? Right, that's why Cliff, I guess, has a problem with it, but if you do or don't, right, do that, right? It's just an alternative way to do the H form, right? And all you're doing is learning to target the solar plexus, right? Which is the center there of the body, right? Now, again, did I forget anything, Cliff? No, no. Still remember your forms you taught us all the way up to brown belt. Still remember some of the weapons, right? I could probably still do the nunchuck still, right? But those are just a few blocks and attacks, right? Mm-hmm. But whatever, right? It's not normal, man. To steal someone's karate books. All I got to say about that, right? And they're just books, right? Books didn't teach me karate. You did, dummy. You get that? Right. You taught me how to spar. You taught me how to do the forms and win the tournaments. And I won a few. Now I'm also realizing when I lost because I didn't quite know what I was doing yet, right? When you learn it, though, right? How many first place trophies do you need to get your black belt? A lot or a few, right? And like I said, we had competition with certain individual groups in Shotokan, right? But again, right, it's just that. Now, I read an interesting proverb, though. This is why I was asking Maribel if she's with someone else, right? Don't have sex with a woman who has sex with your enemy. That's what it tells you. She's not your friend. She's not your friend. So I kept asking Maribel, are you sure you're not with someone else, right? I feel like this is seemingly the same for you, right? Somehow it seems like you're doing someone else like me, right? Like they would do you, like I would do you if they were me, right? Quit doing that. You're being an enemy, not a friend, right? If you don't want me, then be with someone else, but leave me alone, right? Because that ain't going to end good for us, right? You didn't love me. You loved him first, right? And I'm glad you're gone, right? Don't regret that, right? If I'm asking you over and over again like you're cheating on me, when you're cheating on me, you're lying to my face. You're lying for your own reasons. He told you to lie about it, right? That's why you're with an enemy, not a friend. It don't matter who won in the baby bracket either, right? Who cares, right? But if he was first and I was last, it's probably me, right? Right. Why? Because you weren't trying to get pregnant by me, but did him, but usually that backfires, right? Because you're not planning on it, right? See, the thing about the birth control pills is they don't know how long it takes the person to actually ovulate after they miss them, right? It could still be a week or 14 days or something like that, right? Or a shorter time, right? If your body ain't released an egg in a while. Mm-hmm. And it might even have a choice. Might not, but might more than likely. Now, if it's 3 to 4 days, right, what does that do? Kill his sperm, right? Plus, if he's a positive, A positive, or B positive, or something like that, right, your body, being that it's B negative, will reject his sperm, right? It don't distinguish one sperm from another. It just sees bad sperm, attack. I'm O positive. You said you got a transfusion of O positive blood in the Philippines. Well, that's why. I don't know. But like I said, I listen to you because I care, right? If you're sleeping with an enemy, you didn't care, right? All I got to say about that. And that's on you, right? And I forgive you for it, like I said, but you're not supposed to do that. If you did. Now, like I said, right, if you're only sleeping with me, that's not the way you do it. Either making me think you're with another guy, right? Ain't fun either, right? Because it's like you're only with me when someone else allowed you to come back, right? You're not coming back like a girl who's in love with someone, right? Unless it's the first person you met. When you're a woman in love, I can't keep you away from me. But he can't either. He can't either. If you really love him and not me, you know. And then it seems like someone's controlling you there. Mm-hmm. And like you're with two different men who make love similarly, right? And you could tell something was off. I could tell something was off, right? See, like me with you, I'm chasing after you because you're the only one I'm interested in at the time, right? But I feel like I'm chasing after someone who wants to be with someone else, but is using me because they're making them have sex with me to prove something to them, which doesn't make sense if they really love you, right? And I wouldn't see that, and you wouldn't see that, right? Exactly. And you weren't trying to win me. I wasn't trying to win you or get you pregnant or trick you. He was. But you still don't love me. Do you understand? I did it all for him. You did it all for him. And he's not only mine to me, he's your enemy, and that's what you didn't realize. And he didn't want you. He wanted to get to me somehow. But couldn't during the day or night. Right? But you couldn't, right? So he was using you to get to me, even if you look like or similar, right? Chris. I know. But you can tell that too. If certain girls met him first, right? Somehow, for some reason, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of a crazy thing for a step cousin to do to another step cousin, right? That still don't prove the other cousin gay, right? That proves the other cousin is obsessed with the other cousin's sexuality, even if he's not gay, right? You know how that is too, right? I didn't go stalking around him or messing with his girlfriend mine, right? He went messing with mine, right? And that's not normal, right? Gay or straight, right? Even most gay men don't go to that length to prove you want to be gay with him, right? Unless they're really messed up by the person who actually made them gay, right? Mm-hmm. And they wish he was more like me too. He just, the guy who broke him in was more like Shane, right? But he's not. He's gay like you. He's gay like you, right? And again, you're both denying you're gay because you also sleep with women, but that's not enough to make you totally straight either. But you could say, how can I say that? Well, I don't need an enemy girlfriend. I just want a good girlfriend, right? I don't need all the drama if she has to be with you first. That ain't what I'm after. She can be with me first or not at all, right? And I'm fine with that. If you're still trying to make them have sex with you, that's proof you're gay, right? For me, right? And then be with me. They're still dumb enough to do it, right? I'm telling them no, too, and the baby wouldn't look much different. That's the problem, too, right? If you look like someone else, right? Having a child with someone else don't mean who got you pregnant or not, right? All that told me is she never really wanted me to get her pregnant anyway, right? It don't prove nothing, right? All she can do is argue she didn't get pregnant by me and wanted it to be yours, and Even then, I was suspecting the whole time she was with someone else, right? Because when you're in love with someone, you can't use your mom as an excuse to not be with him. Your mother, if you're over 18, don't care, right? She's only so much of an excuse, right? That's the only excuse she can give is her mom didn't want her dating me, right? No, someone else didn't want her dating you. Or was pretending it, right? Enough to make her sleep with me anyway to see if it would be the same. And even though it was the same, she just kept doing it, right? Mm-hmm. She's getting the best of both worlds, right? Right. Because he's making love to her like Shane would, right? And Shane would do everything with her to keep her in his bed, right? From head to toe, right? And he knows that, right? And like he said, right? Even the weirdness about going to Boston, he would know that too, right? If he's around people on the ship and asks them where they're going to the next port, right? And that's beyond stalking of Chris if he's going after Shane like that, right? Yeah. That proves Chris is the gay one, not Shane, because Shane thinks Chris is supposed to be living his life normally, right? He still thinks that, right? Whoever it is, for example. Mm-hmm.